Thank you, Brad, and thank you, Change Illinois, for leading this important initiative, all of your collaboration partners that are here. And it's not just the work that you're doing now. This is really years in the making. And I can remember 2 or so years ago, I was one of almost 600,000 people in the state that signed that petition that said, let's put redistricting reform on the ballot. And you can see with that number of people what a groundswell of support this issue has. Now, we know the rest of the story and the decision that was made by the Illinois Supreme Court. So today, we're here to talk about a different way forward, because the state legislature has the power to initiate the same process, putting this issue on the ballot for our November election, and in fact, an ability to go further in the type of remapping reform that we would do to make sure that voters are able to select their politicians and not the other way around. Our legislation today, House Constitutional Amendment 43, Senate Constitutional Amendment 26, is modeled after legislation that was successfully passed in the House 2 years ago. So former Representative Jack Franks had a bill 2 years ago, almost to the date, that passed the House with 105 yes votes. And the idea was that we could make these changes initiated as the legislature to put this item on the ballot. So it can be done. If it was appropriate for the House to consider and vote on redistricting reform 2 years ago, it's even more so important that we do it today. The 2020 census is looming. It will soon be here. We have important decisions to make, and we have urgency to do it. Deadlines are coming up soon for the legislature to take action. So I urge my colleagues to continue forward on this important initiative, and we thank all of the partners that are really working to sound the message that it's high time, beyond time in Illinois, that we change the way that we draw our legislative districts and that we can encourage and incentivize more bipartisan cooperation so that we can work better as a state. It's now my pleasure to turn over the podium to our Senate co-sponsor, our Senate sponsor for this initiative,